I'll be showing you how you can become a UI UX designer before 2025. Yes, you heard me, before 2025. And not just that, I'll be showing you the inexpensive way of becoming a UI UX designer before 2025. And by the end of this video, I'll be giving out a free gift that will help you in the long run if you are deciding to go down this path. But if you are still considering if you want to become a UI UX designer or not, do well to check this video right here where I showed you the steps to consider if you want to become a UI UX designer. So do well to check that. Let's continue in this tutorial. So basically, what we are going to be looking at in this tutorial is first understanding what UI UX design is. Secondly, we are going to be looking at free and affordable ways of which you can learn UI UX design without breaking the bank. Then thirdly, I'm going to be walking you guys through affordable tools that can help you start up in UI UX design. Then lastly, I'm going to be showing you how you can land your first client as a UI UX designer in this field. First off, let's quickly define what UI and UX mean. As a beginner, I know you have been hearing a lot of UI UX and you might not know what it is. So let's just break it down for you. UI means user interface, which deals on typography, your color style guide, and the overall look of that particular product. While UX, on the other hand, which is the user experience, deals with how the product feels. Is it easy to use? Is it intuitive? These two terms work hand in hand when you're talking about user experience. And learning both UI and UX is a key to become a very successful designer. Let's just take a practical example. So this is mayonnaise in my hand. If I say this thing has a good UI, I'm basically referring to the outer design, the visual aspect of this mayonnaise, practically the branding. And when I say it has a bad UX, it means that the taste, it might not be sweet, it might be sour or whatever. So that's what it means when we talk about UX. So a product can have a good UI, meaning the design outside, but a bad user experience. In this case, I might say it has a bad UX, meaning that the taste is not appealing. So now that you understand what UI and UX means, let's move on into the next segment. Alright, let's dive in how you can learn UI and UX design without breaking the bank. So here are a few resources that won't cost you your arm or your leg. The first on my list is YouTube. YouTube is a good mine of free tutorials, including this one. Channels like mine offers free tutorials that can take you from a beginner to an advanced level as a UI UX designer. So do well to check and browse through YouTube. You'll see lots of free tutorials that can help you become a better designer. Because when I was starting, it was YouTube that kind of helped me. I didn't really pay for any class. That's why I'm just teaching you an inexpensive way of becoming a UI UX designer, just like the roadmap that I used when I was starting out in this field. And you see lots of tutorials that are quite helpful. We also have Coursera, which offers free tutorials that are very explainable. So do well to check Coursera and you see lots of free tutorials that can help you get started in this field. On the other hand, we have Google UI UX courses that can help you get started in UI UX design. And the best thing about these courses is that they offer you certificate when finishing these courses for free. Though some of them has a limited plan of which you have to pay a little amount of money to access the rest course, but it's quite worth it if you think about it. The last but not the least of which you can learn UI UX for free is through books and blogs. Books like Don't Make Me Think by Steve Cook or Design of Everyday Life by Don Norman. These are books that can help you understand the basic principles of design. Now that you know where to learn, it's time to talk about the affordable tools that can help you start UI UX design. You don't need expensive software to get started in the UI UX field. So I'm going to be showing you guys just two softwares. Okay, I'll make it 3 softwares that can help you start in experimenting what you have learned from these free sources I mentioned earlier. So the first on my list is Figma. Figma is completely free, though they have pricing plan in case if you want to upgrade. But if you're starting out as a beginner, pricing shouldn't be a problem because up to this moment, I still make use of the beginner's plan. So that is completely free. You can go check it out and start your UI UX journey. The second one is Adobe XD. Though I don't really make use of this because I find Figma quite easy to navigate. So you can check out Adobe XD and weigh the two to see the one that is best for you to use. But if you ask me, or if you are looking for accessibility or easy accessibility, try Figma and you will love it. The third on my list is Motive. Motive is a new design tool for AI era for designers. You can also check that out. It's also a great tool if you want to start our UI UX design. The last segment for today's video is how to land your first client. But the big question here is that do you have a portfolio? The answer for that is no, simply because you are starting out in the UI UX field and you don't have a portfolio yet. Chill, I got your back because I'll be showing you 2 ways of which you can land your first client while building up your portfolio. The first one here is building up an imaginary project. You start up a new project, finish it, imaginary project like I said, and you will see something to update on your portfolio site. Now you are wondering which portfolio site is good for me to post my jobs on. You can share Behance. Behance is a good portfolio site of which you can update your designs on. So it's a two-way thing here. You are keeping those designs there as a portfolio to show your employer, and on the other hand, people are also seeing it. And when people see this your project and they love it, you have high chance of being employed. So the second way of which you can gain both experience and gain your first client is through volunteering. Let me use myself as an example. I volunteered for a freelancing firm for closely 2 years. I know 2 years is crazy, but when you see potential on this project, go for it, because you might not know what might come out from it. And the good thing, after volunteering for this firm, I was also retained as their designer. This is it. When I started volunteering, I didn't really have the full experience. I was not really skilled in what I was doing. But as time went on, I gained experience from other people that are above me in the same firm. And on the other way, I was also retained as their designer. So if you see potential on the project, make sure you volunteer for it, because everything must not be about money. You have to gain experience if you want to earn big in this field. So this is the second way of which volunteering can help you gain your first client as a beginner in this field. We have come to the end of this video. Like I said, I'll be giving out a free gift to anyone that has stayed up to this point. So if you made up to this point, I want to say a very big congratulations, because I'll be giving out a free ebook that contains everything you need to know about UI UX design. It's fully packed with all the design terminologies and principles and all that. I don't want to spill everything. Just check the link in the description and you're able to access this ebook. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you guys in the next video.